Coming to the secondary changes in fibroid. Now this is very important, children. Hyaline degeneration is the most common. So if they ask you which degeneration is the most common, it is the hyaline degeneration, seen in 65% cases. Calcareous degeneration seen in only 10% cases. Now how it presents and which age group is more prone for these degenerations, I'll tell you. Cystic degeneration is again seen in postmenopausal females. Okay. This calcareous and cystic, they are both seen in postmenopausal females. Fatty degeneration is also seen in postmenopausal females. Atrophic changes again very common in postmenopausal females. Why? Because it is an estrogen dependent tumor, and whenever the estrogen level goes down in the menopausal group, that is the time when they can undergo all the kind of calcific, cystic, atrophic and even fatty degenerations. Okay. Now coming to the basic characteristics of all these. Hyaline degeneration is common in tumors having more connective tissue. So hyaline, as the name indicates, it will have more connective tissue. So more connective tissue means it will be more soft as compared to a normal fibroid and more elastic. Okay. So this is the most common degeneration which can happen. It can become softer but still elastic, not very cystic. Okay. Calcareous degeneration, as the name indicates, it will have calcium depositions. Calcium deposition is very common in the subserous ones. We have discussed this. Subserous fibroid is very prone to have calcium deposition because the blood supply to this subserous fibroid is basically hampered because it is growing outside the uterus. So any fibroid which is undergoing, either it is a postmenopausal woman which doesn't have a lot of estrogen, so the vascularity is reduced, they are prone to have calcium depositions. Okay. So very common to see this kind of degeneration in postmenopausal age group and very commonly seen in subserous fibroids. Also, they are given a name of womb stones. Why womb stones? Womb is uterus and stones because they become so hard, and they are generally because of the long standing nature. The long standing fibroids will present like this. The long standing ones will have so much calcium inside them that if you actually take a ball of that fibroid and hit somebody, it is going to hit them hard. They become so hard. I have seen during surgery when I try to cut these fibroids, my knife has broken, my harmonic scalpel when I was trying to cut through them has broken. That is because they were so hard. Okay, so they become hard when they are long standing, and they are definitely known as womb stones because they have become like a stone like structure, and they are generally seen in the postmenopausal age group. So obviously when they become stone like structure, then they will be picked up by the X-ray. So the calcareous degeneration, the fibroids can be seen in X-ray. Normally fibroids are soft tissue, they will not be picked up by X-ray, but if they undergo calcareous degeneration, this can be picked up in the X-ray because of the calcium deposition.